Police are looking for answers after this weekend's massacre in California. That's where we're starting the 7 from the Washington Post. I'm Jeff Pierre. It's Monday, January 23rd. Let's get you caught up with today's 7 stories. Another American community is struggling with grief and shock after 10 people were killed Saturday night in a suburb of Los Angeles. At least 10 other people were injured. The shooting took place at a dance studio near a Lunar New Year festival in Monterey Park. At least 65% of the city's population is Asian. Officers closed in on the suspect's vehicle yesterday afternoon after a furious manhunt.
At 12:52 p.m., our sheriff's SWAT team approached and cleared the van and determined the suspect sustained a self-inflicted gunshot wound and was pronounced dead at the scene.
That was L.A. County Sheriff Robert Luna. The gunman was a 72-year-old man of Asian descent. Officials say they don't know yet what the motive was. The violence shook Asian American communities across the U.S. yesterday as they celebrated the first day of the Lunar New Year. Number 2, more classified documents were found at President Biden's Delaware home. The Justice Department spent 13 hours searching Biden's home in Wilmington on Friday. Biden's lawyer said on Saturday that federal agents took away 6 items. It's the latest development in an investigation into the handling of classified documents discovered at Biden's home and his former personal office. In other news, Biden is expected to name Jeff Zients as his next chief of staff. Zients was Biden's former coronavirus response coordinator. Here's number 3. The 2023 tax season starts today. The IRS will start accepting tax returns, and the deadline to file is on April 18th. This will likely be a smoother year because the IRS has worked through much of a massive backlog. Refunds will probably be smaller across the board this year, and filing electronically is still the quickest way to get a refund. We have some tips for you that you can find in the link in our show notes. Number 4, Western allies are pushing Germany to send tanks to Ukraine. Leaders say that this equipment is key to making sure that Ukraine is able to retake territory Russia has captured. Germany's defense minister says that the decision is coming soon. In other Ukraine-related news, a U.S. official said on Friday that Russia's Wagner Group is becoming a rival power center to the Russian military itself. It's a mercenary group operating in Ukraine. The U.S. plans to label it a significant transnational criminal organization. This pandemic winter has been nowhere near as bad as the previous 2. That's story number 5. Doctors were braced for a triple-demic of the coronavirus, RSV, and flu. But new data is showing that the emergency room visits for all 3 viruses combined peaked last month. According to data from the CDC, COVID-19 patients are occupying 5% of hospital beds, compared with 21% at this point last year. Most people have some COVID immunity from shots and previous infections. Experts are still worried, though, about the spread of the very infectious XBB 1.5 subvariant. Number 6, the NFL's Final Four is set. Here were the final moments of the San Francisco 49ers' victory over the Dallas Cowboys yesterday.
Final play, it looks like barring a penalty. Prescott over the middle of the turret, gets smoked right away, and that'll do it. The 49ers back to the championship game.
The Cincinnati Bengals also won yesterday, knocking out the Buffalo Bills. The 49ers and the Bengals advanced to the championship round of the playoffs, joining the Kansas City Chiefs and the Philadelphia Eagles, who won on Saturday. The Niners and the Eagles will meet for the NFC Championship on Sunday at 3 p.m. Eastern. The Bengals and the Chiefs will play in the AFC at 6:30 p.m. The winners will, of course, meet in Super Bowl 57 on February 12th. And at number 7, Buzz Aldrin married his longtime love on his 93rd birthday. Aldrin is, of course, the astronaut who was the second man to walk on the moon in 1969. He married 63-year-old Anka Fauer in Los Angeles. He announced this on Friday night. Aldrin said that the two of them were as excited as eloping teenagers. And just like that, you are all caught up. And quick note, if you have some questions about the coronavirus, the director of the CDC will be answering them this afternoon on WashingtonPost.com. That's happening at 3:30 p.m. Eastern Time. I'm Jeff Pierre, and I will meet you back here tomorrow.